In this beginner's basics Excel tutorials, I want to show you how you can add charts to your Excel spreadsheets. To achieve that, I'm going to copy some data from somewhere. And what I can do, I can just come here and paste this data from here. After doing some editings to it, this is the data that we're going to use to create charts that are good looking and are easy to convey a message that people can understand. So charts can be used to create reports, to show and to make your message easy to, especially when you're dealing with numbers. People need to understand what you're talking about. So to easier the understanding of people, you create charts. So how do you go about creating charts in Excel? What you need to know to insert charts is the insert menu and the charts group, and also the Excel shortcuts that allow you to insert charts without coming on the insert tab. When you look at this data here, we have the products in this column, and we have these 3 months. Here we have September, October, and November. So from this we can tell this table is about the performance of these products in these 3 months. We also have the monthly average, we have the total unit sales, unit target sales, sales achieved, and total percentage in this column. How can we use this data to create good looking charts that convey a message in a simple way? For starters, when thinking of creating a chart in Excel, you have to think of the data that you want to show on your chart. In this case, we have this table here and it has all the information that we would want to have on the chart. What data do we want to show on the chart? Do we want to show everything? If we want to show everything here, we would highlight the entire table like so. Make sure that all these cells on this range on this table are selected. Then to easily insert a chart without using the tab key here, we will just press on the Alt key on the keyboard together with F1, the functional keys on the keyboard. Then it's going to generate this chart here. When we look at this chart here, we get a lot of information that's not even looking good. So that's the downside to using the shortcut way of creating this chart. So what we're going to do here, we're going to delete this and do it correctly. So I'm going to zoom in on this chart and I'm going to select only the parts of this table that I want to show on my chart. So I'm going to leave out the total and the heading here. When we highlight this, we come on the insert here, then we have this charts group. Familiarize yourself with these, play around with these, find time to create charts from all of these options here. So we're going to start with a pie chart. No, let's start with a bar chart here. Click here, then we can insert a bar chart. See how good looking that is. We have all these options here to choose which bar chart we want to work with. We can work with these, we can work with any of these. Maybe we want something like this. Maybe we want something like this. We've seen charts like this before. Maybe you want something like this. Maybe you want something that's going to look like this or this, maybe. Or maybe this one. It's up to you what you want. You can just choose from all these options here. I'm going to go with the easy one, the first one here, the clustered column. When I select this one, I've inserted this chart here. It's automatically going to be on top. And here you have the ability to title this. Just double click and you title it. You can also change how you want your chart to look like. Maybe you want this style, you can go with this. When dealing with charts in Excel, charts will have the special tab for them. So chart design, for instance, here you have the group called chart styles. Here you can style how your chart is going to look like. You can change the design of your style, just like of your chart, just like that. Then you can here you can play around with all these different styles to see which one you like. If you like this one, you select this. If you want this one, you can go with this. Maybe you want this one. All these are there for you to use them. If you want to change the color of your charts, here you can come on the change colors here. Then you can play around with the colors that are offered here. Just choose the theme that you want to play around with, that you want to work with, and you have the charts, the type of the chart that we have here. How do you create a chart for an individual item for each product here? How do we go about creating a chart for just this and show the information about this? Well, in Excel it's very simple. So for instance, if you want to show the performance in 3 months and the sales like that, what we can do is we can just highlight this data like so. When you do this, we can come under the insert here and you can choose the type of the chart that we want to work with. Maybe we want to work with something like this. Then it's going to create a chart like that. Or maybe you can design this and create something different like so. Maybe you want to show the numbers as well. Then you do that. You can create charts for individual products on this table. It's very simple. Just select the data for it. Let's say you want to create a chart for maybe the laminators here. What we can do is we can select these months here and the laminator data by just pressing on, when this range is selected, you press the control key on the keyboard. Then you also highlight the data, select the data for laminators like so. Now we have this data selected. We can come under the insert. Here we come here and you can choose the bar chart, or maybe we would want to work with the line charts, or maybe these types of charts. It depends on what you like. If you want a pie chart, you can come here and choose the pie chart. Let's go with the pie chart this time and make it look something like this. And we can give it a title here. So this is for laminators, like so. We can say this is the performance for laminators. Then this is the performance for telephones, like so. These can be named. We'll just put this down here and we'll drag this. Can you do this and drag from the top here? Just to drag down here. We want to put it down. We can also create a chart for calculators or any of these here. It's very simple. Just select the months and the data for the performance data for whatever you want here. For example, these ones, the shredders. We select this, we come to insert. Let's insert. What can we do here? Do we this one? All these are the charts that you can choose to work with. You have all different types of charts to insert here. Let's zoom out a little bit so that we can see this clearly. You can bring these charts there and you can choose the design here. If you want to change the colors, you have the change colors option here. Then you can choose all these different styles from there, just like that. When you change the colors from here, it's more like changing the theme for your design, and you can just like that implement that. Then you can title it and add other features if you want by clicking on this plus icon, and you can add the axis titles if that's what you want. Then these axis titles here can be renamed. You can rename these axis titles here. So you can create charts for any of these products here to show the performance, or maybe to just show any other details that you'd want. For example, here we have all these details. So if you want to show all these details in your chart, you can do that. So this is how you can create charts in Excel. If this video is helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you have any questions about Excel or charts in general, please ask questions in the bottom in the comment section. I'll respond to you, and please subscribe for more videos like this.